Is there something about females that you wanted to know but could never figure out? Are you struggling with relationships? Do you feel like you're being taken advantage of by the women in your life? Do you want to know how to leverage the playing field to your favor? Well, did you know that the female mind and the female psyche are mysterious and unexplored regions like the dark web of the internet? For this reason, men need a method of decrypting or hacking the manipulative psyche or dark web of the female mind. Once a man has a deep understanding of true female nature, he will then be able to hack her programming.
Access granted.
The purpose of this book is to help grown males evolve into men so that they can treat the women in their lives accordingly.
You win.
Boom. Now, one of the things I wanted to point out, and it's no diss to the ladies or anything like that, but actually, before I say that, let me say this. One of the ladies on the panel made a great point as far as like, you know, she doesn't see herself as like the average chick. I'm just paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what she said. And I understand what she means, because I was talking to a couple of my coworkers the other day, and what I realized is that one time I had a conversation with one of my peoples in my circle, and he was saying something like, yo, I don't see why people think I'm aggressive. Why do they think I'm this, I'm that? I said, because you are. He's like, what you mean? Like, what you mean? I said, bro, the problem is you're not comparing yourself to the average dude. He's like, what you mean? I am the average dude. I said, no, you're not. You're an exception. So what I'm saying is, like, it's hard for me to understand what some of these women go through, as far as like one of the ladies said that a dude was like, all right, you ordered this, I ordered that. All right, so you got to pay. I don't know anybody like that. You know what I mean? But I say that to say there's more dudes out there like that that'll be like, yo, let me get that 50-50, whatever, than there is men like myself, Afi, or AV. So with that being said, what I wanted to say off the top was, I think one of the issues a lot of women have nowadays, they have they're bad pickers. I've heard a lot of women say, after giving advice like, this is what you're supposed to do. When you find a good man, you do X, Y, Z. And a woman will say, yeah, I did do that to this dude, and he ended up leaving me. He cheated on me. All right, he was a fuckboy. Why'd you even give him that? What did he do to earn that? You know what I mean? A lot of women don't have answers for that. All they have to say is, well, you know, he was dressed nice that day, or he made me laugh. And nah, you need a little bit more than that before you can give yourself to a man. So off top, like I said, man, I think women have to be better pickers. A suggestion that I would give to women, as far as like being able to have a better way of picking men, is find men that are close to you, whether it be family members or close friends, basically dudes who do not want to smash you, and ask them for their opinion. A lot of women from my job come to me for my opinion because they know I'm not trying to smash them. So I'm gonna tell them the straight raw truth, whether it be the female did something wrong or the man did something wrong. But the fact that I'm not trying to get anything out of you, I can give a woman honest advice. So women, if you can find a brother, a cousin, an uncle, a father who can help you pick the dude, like, nah, that's a fuckboy, leave him alone. Or you know what? Vet him a little bit more, but that might be the one right there. You'll give him a chance. I mean, actually listen to the dude, as opposed to, nah, because the last time I dealt with a dude like that, he did. Nah, listen to a man's advice as far as picking another man, because it takes a man to recognize a man.
Nobody can tell a man better about a man than a man. Women think, oh, my girl's game. It's not a man, though. It needs to be a man. Because that's how I learn game. I got females who I'm cool with who put me on game, and I ain't fucking them, and I ain't tried to fuck with them, and that's how I always been. That's one thing I agree with and don't disagree with is, you can't be a woman's friend. Yes, the fuck you can. I can't help it that I don't want to have sex with every bitch that I meet. Sorry. I apologize for that. I apologize. I got penis control and I can interact with a woman without wanting to stick my dick in her. I'm so sorry for that. RPC, what's the shades, bro?
So what up?
What's them shades?
It's nothing, man. It's some regular shit, man. I just make them look hot. That's all.
You know, I like that type of shit.
Yeah,
Iceberg says, do you think just being yourself is good advice? So why? Being the best version of yourself is.
I agree with that.
Not the best version. You need to be working on the best version.
Let me tell you why being yourself is the best advice. Because dudes be asking, when I first meet a chick, what should I say? How should I talk to her? This, then, the third. What I say is be yourself, because if you're yourself, you never have to switch up. I mean, like I tell dudes, if you already know how to have a conversation with people, when it comes to having a conversation with a female, it's no different. She's a person too. So get to know yourself.
Yeah, but that comes into show with men that lack confidence, because a man that can't just, exactly like you said, it is just a female. It's not like we're fucking dinosaurs. You can come up, you can talk to us, that's fine. But it's all in the approach and the confidence of a man. And like I said earlier on the panel, a lot of men, by looks or just how they carry themselves, women find that attractive. But when you come over and you start talking, you literally like talk yourself out of just the whole thing. Now I'm not even interested anymore because you just said some fuck shit and I'm done. Or maybe it's just me.
No, it's not you. You right. Go ahead.
It be like that. A lot of the men don't have that confidence where they like, oh, I don't know what to say. And it's like, you don't have to have the perfect thing to say. It could be the corny pickup line. It could be a little joke. It could be a little this, a little that. But it's how you come about it. What I could smell. I know if you nervous. People tell me that, oh, Courtney, sometimes you just a little, how am I, I'm not intimidating, but how am I, like, I'm not going to fucking bite you, right. And that goes back to what Alfie said. They see the face and they say, oh my God, like, no, get to know me. 'Cause I can't help that I'm pretty, I'm just blessed, but
that's your shit.
Exactly. But just get to know somebody first.
Hey, that's what I tell dudes. When you're having a conversation with a woman that they're attracted to, have little to no expectation. So the thing is, they have a conversation on some, I'm about to go get her number. I hope she doesn't reject me. Why are you having all those thoughts in your head? Go over there, that's a pretty chick over there. Let me spark a conversation. You been here before? And what I tell dudes is, my mindset when I have a conversation with a woman is not even on some interview stuff, but more so like, does she deserve a second conversation? So my mindset isn't, I hope at the end, I'm going to get her number. Hope she says yes. Okay, I'm going to go in for the kill right now. Nah, right. I'm really having a real conversation.
And that's because they're putting the woman on the pedestal. See, confidence would be, does she deserve that second conversation? Because she may be a brainless bitch at that. Who knows?
Facts. And you don't even know if you like the broad.
Yeah, because there's pretty girls out here who don't even, they don't even know anything, and it's just like a waste.
Hey, like my man Afi said earlier, I'm also a sapiosexual. Like I'm very turned on by a woman who could stimulate me mentally. Yeah. Because like you just said, a lot of women have nothing to say. Just like how a lot of women say that guy looked good until he opened his mouth. That's how I feel about a lot of these chicks. Yeah, they beautiful. Sometimes in my mind I be saying stuff like, don't say nothing. Just
facts.
Don't say no more, yo. Like you damn, you fucked up. Now we ain't fucking tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we talked about earlier and shit, you could have the hood in you and shit, and you could be corporate, you could be college educated, you could be smart. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these women don't even know how to speak, and that's such a turn off too, man. They don't know how to speak. They don't know how to articulate their words. They saying dumb shit, and like my nigga RPC said, just don't say nothing. Just be quiet. Do what you do best. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. So a lot of men, they always talk about in this space, you gotta be a chat, you gotta be over 6 feet, you gotta be good looking, you gotta have a body and all this shit. I'm sure Courtney can attest to this, there's a lot of niggas that are hot and shit that are fine, that come up to you and you don't even want to fuck with them because they so stupid. They have nothing to offer besides their exterior. Same thing for us, B. I like an attractive woman, but if you attractive, you ain't got nothing else to stimulate me, you out of there, man. I
might smash that night, but that's about it.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, real quick,
right.
Yeah, it wouldn't go further.
You in the chat, you can come up, Creo, if you in the chat. And a quick announcement, I'm telling you now, me, AV, and RPC are already in it, so that's 3. So tomorrow we celebrating my birthday, and we popping bottles online. It's gonna be for the members and Patreon, so don't worry about your job and all of that shit. We gonna take the video.
Wow.
So
It's gonna be
you wanna come?
Unfiltered.
I'm put. We ain't even gonna have no topic tomorrow. We just gonna talk shit. So the thing is, you can only come up if you got a bottle though. So Courtney, if you want to come, you gotta have your bottle too. Wine time, but this first comes. Y'all gotta have the bottles. King Dre, come pop a bottle with us for your brother's birthday. You gotta have a bottle on deck. And then it's first come first serve. We already 3 in, but so we got room for like what's the max? 10? So 7.
Yeah, seven more.
7 more.
Wow. Hey yo, let me. I want to piggyback.
Don't tell me today. Just come through the party tomorrow. I don't want to hear it right now. I want you to come tomorrow and tell me. Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I wanted to piggyback off what AV and somebody else said as far as like chicks be having the professional side and the hood side. That's also attractive to me too. But what I want to emphasize is, and the reason why I know I like this is because my ex had that in her too. She was from Pittsburgh, so she had the hood in her, but she also had the professional side of her. But what I want to emphasize in a woman like that is I'd rather a woman lead with her feminine professionals than have a hood all the time. You know what I mean? Like I had to find out about my ex's hood side. Like something happened and she came out. I was like, oh.
That bought and that's why she was a long term.
Yeah. Exactly. And mind you, just in case anybody didn't know, my ex had her own money. That's another reason why it worked. Now, the reason why I say it worked because she had her own money is not because she was buying me stuff and all that, because that wasn't the case. Like I'm not the type of person to be like, gimme. You know what I mean? But I say that also helped in a relationship because she never needed me for money. Like if I decided to do something for her, I would do it. But she never came to me and said, oh, I needed this bill paid, or if I don't do this, my car's gonna get repoed. Like that was never an issue. So money was never an issue in our relationship. So having a chick with her own money, having a chick who could be in the boardroom, and having a chick, it used to tell me stories how she used to hold, her ex's, toolies back in the day when they was on the run and all that. So in my head, I'm like, even though I'm not a street dude, but
that's Bonnie right there.
Exactly. That's the trait that I saw in her, that she's willing to do that.
So I got a question for y'all fellas.
What's up?
Because for me, I hear what you're saying and stuff like that, but for me, I guess the little pet peeve is when men talk about their ex with me. And I don't know if men do that because they're just giving some insight on where they came from.
Wait, hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, because again, this is strange to me. I've never heard this, but give me an example of how a dude brings up his ex in the middle of a conversation with you.
Yeah. So
I ain't gonna lie.
What after you?
When I was heartbroken, man, the ex was coming up. I can't lie.
I hate it because I don't know what to say.
My rebound, she was coming up, nigga.
When I mean a guy bringing up his
I wasted
ex,
my motherfucking years, bro. Fuck this shit.
Please.
When the guy brings up his ex, is like, you guys could be talking about, okay, for instance, I'm talking to this guy, whatever, and I'm telling him, he's asking me my race and whatnot. So I'm telling him, I'm black, I'm Puerto Rican, whatever. Oh, you Puerto Rican? Oh, my ex was Puerto Rican. They crazy as shit. Why the fuck are you telling me that? It's just stuff like that, or like, oh, my ex used to do.
I mean, I wouldn't say Puerto Ricans are crazy. I wouldn't attribute it to my girlfriend if I'm gonna say that you crazy or whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be this. For me, I don't want to be compared to anything that you had in the past. That's not what we doing. This is right now. So let's keep it in right now. You could have made that statement differently, like you just said, like, oh, I know some crazy ass Puerto Ricans. I don't need to hear about your ex, because now you bringing up your ex got me thinking
you still like her, or
you
thinking about her.
Or he could have said Puerto Ricans in a positive light.
Of
You know
course,
what I'm
right.
saying? Like, make
Yeah,
it
that's a turn off too, because for me, what do you mean crazy? I don't like that C word. You know, what is crazy?
That's your C word is crazy?
Yeah.
Wowzers. Well, I say I'm crazy. I'm just not psycho. Crazy is a good thing in society.
You
That's
gotta be a
another
little
conversation
I'm
for
not
another
crazy.
time.
I'm passionate. That's how I
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Tomato, tomato. Tomato,
Chill,
tomato.
chill.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord. Okay. Nah, yeah, that's crazy,
So
bro.
you hold on. So Courtney, so you tell me if we're having a conversation, I say, yo, you're a little crazy. I like that. You're gonna be like, oh my God, you call me crazy? Nah, you react in a negative way?
I wouldn't react in that way. It depends on the context of the conversation.
There we go.
But
It depends on who's saying it. It depends on who's saying it.
Right, and what we talking about. But if you just outburst like, "Oh, I know you crazy," it's just like, dude, like I didn't even do anything. You know what I'm saying? So you already judging me, kinda in a way. But it happens, and I think bringing up the ex is like too soon in the first 2 or 3 dates. I don't want to fucking hear about that. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I want to get to know you, not who you was with and what you was doing.
Hey, yo, all truths. I've never brought up an ex. Matter of fact, yo, real talk. The last ex I had was in 2008. My last girlfriend was in 2008. The first time that I brought up my ex was on one of these panels. And like when we started, like 3 years ago, 2017. So it took me 10 years for me to even bring up my ex. We have no bad blood. I have nothing against her. I've actually learned a lot from that relationship. But I tell myself there's no reason to bring her up.
Is there something about females that you wanted to know but could never figure out? Are you struggling with relationships? Do you feel like you're being taken advantage of by the women in your life? Do you want to know how to leverage the playing field to your favor? Well, did you know that the female mind and the female psyche are mysterious and unexplored regions like the dark web of the internet? For this reason, men need a method of decrypting or hacking the manipulative psyche or dark web of the female mind. Once a man has a deep understanding of true female nature, he will then be able to hack her programming.
Access granted.
The purpose of this book is to help grown males evolve into men so that they can treat the women in their lives accordingly.
You win.